Having a drummer with me tonight. Now, I haven't always been excited about drummers. I have 5 brothers, and 4 of them were drummers. I was very noisy growing up. When I met my husband, I said, "You don't drum, do you?" He said, "No, I don't." I said, "Okay, I'll marry you." A few years later, he took up this kind of drumming. And I said, "Oh no, I can't believe it." I've been married to him for 10 years, so I had to keep him. Now we've been married 33. He's just started playing the guitar. I don't know. I think he's trying to chase me away. So Zarina's going to join me tonight. This is a virgin trip with us together. We've never entertained together, so we have no idea how it's going to work out. Growing up in South Louisiana, you know, there's the parents, when they wanted to get the kids in line, they would say, "You better be careful or the Loup Garou is going to get you." The werewolf. Well, Loup grew up in Louisiana with her mama, her papa, her grandma, her grandpa, and her 5 brothers. And one day, mama said to Loup, she said, "You know, your grandma's out visiting. Your grandpa's out fixing the fences on for the cattle with your brothers. And your papa, he's at work, of course. And me, I gotta go to Shoots to exchange the eggs for the groceries. But I think that you're big enough to stay home by yourself. What do you think?" "Oh, Mama, don't you worry about me. You know, I know about the loneliest place in the world." Mama said, "Honey, what you talking about?" "You know, Mama, by yourself. And I'm going to stay by myself, and it's okay, Mama. You go on, you pass yourself a good time. Don't worry about me at all. I'm going to be okay. So, look, Mama, I'm going to clean the floor while you're gone." And she started sweeping. And Mama said, "All right now, like, remember, you stay in the house. Don't you go out because the Loup Garou might get you." "Oh, Mama, I'm not worried about no Loup Garou. I don't believe in that. Besides, I'm going to stay here and take care of the house. You don't worry about me." So Mama went on her way. She took the egg basket with her, and she went down the road to Shoots. Now, while she was gone, Lou's sweeping the floor. But after a while, she thought to herself, that's not right. That's not right at all. Everybody else gets to go out and have an adventure, and I gotta stay here in this house and sweep this floor. I don't want to do that, me. I'm gonna go out, and I'm gonna have my adventure. What I'm gonna do, though, I'm gonna do something that Mama likes. I'm gonna pick the flowers. She won't be mad at me if I pick her some flowers. So she went to the door to go out, and the basket was gone because it had the eggs in it. So she took the apron off the hook, and she put it around her neck. That's what her grandma would use when she'd gather the eggs. She'd use her apron like that. So she went outside and she picked the flowers. And she put the flowers in the apron. The daylilies in Mama's garden, But then she saw some more flowers. Closer and closer to the bayou's edge. And she knew she was at the bayou because, you see, the mud was squishing up between her toes. And she loved the way that felt, that warm, oozy mud coming up between her toes. Because they don't wear shoes back then, you know what I mean? And then she stepped on something hard and she jumped back. A grand cocodrilo. A big alligator. And she stepped back, and that alligator looked up at her and said, "Bonjour, Titi. Come on, ça va?" "Bien, I'm good. And how about you, monsieur?" "You think I'm a man gator because I'm big, grown, but nope. I'm Ida Mae Gator, and I've been around these parts in the bayou for a long time, yes, Shaq, and I know what you're about. You don't want to be here alone, huh? You want to be out on an adventure like your brothers. I watch you while they go off, and you have to stay home with your mama and your grandma. Titi, I got a plan for you, huh? Look over there in the reeds, huh? There's a pirogue. Your grandpa made that out of a cypress log. He keeps it in the reeds there where he takes those duck hunters out, huh? But you can take that too. But you be careful. Don't go too far. And stay away from that Petit Chenier, that island out there, because that's where the Loup Garou is. It's the land of mystery. Stay away from that. Man, I'm not afraid of no loup garou, me. That's not true. But merci beaucoup, Madame Ida. Thank you for telling me about that pirogue, and I'm going to be on my way. Au revoir. And she took that pirogue out from the reeds. She put the flowers down in the bottom, and she took that Poland stick, and she went out. Whoa, from courage. She was so brave now. She wasn't afraid of nothing. She was on an adventure like her brothers her. And she hadn't gone far when she saw the prettiest thing she had ever seen. Mama's gonna like that, yeah. A beautiful water lily. She reached to grab that water lily, and when she did, she heard water. And on the pad there with the water lily was a big frog, yeah. And it said, "You better be careful, huh? The loup garou's gonna get you." Man, I'm not afraid of no loup garou, and I'm not afraid of the likes of you. Go on, Depestroy, get out of here. And with that water went down into the murky water. She grabbed that water lily, she put it back down in the bottom of the pirogue, and she pulled over to that island. That petite chenille, huh? She tucked that pirogue into the reeds so it wouldn't float away, and she stepped onto the island. And when she did, it got real quiet. The wind stopped lapping the water on the shore. The birds stopped singing. The bugs stopped buzzing. It was so quiet, but she didn't stop. She kept going, and as the mud squished between her toes, she got a little scared, yeah. And when she was scared, she would do something. She would hum a little tune that her grandma sang to her when she was a petite baby. And the tune went like this. Bye low, bye low. But she was scared, Jess, so it came out like this. Bye low, bye low, bye low. But she didn't stop, no, she kept going. And then she saw it. Something between the cypress trees. It was the Spanish moss, huh? What's that over there? Oh, it's moving, yeah. And the wind wasn't moving. What was that thing? And it came closer and closer, and as it got closer, she could hear it. It was making this sound. And then she realized that whatever that was singing her song. It must have heard the tune. You the loup garou? Eh? Is that you over there? Are you the loup garou? She said, he's singing my song. Maybe he'd like to do a little dance with me like everybody at the hall, you know. So she picked up the tune and made a little two-step out of it. Bye low, chinky chink, bye low, chinky chink, bye low, chinky chink, bye low. Bye low, chinky chink, bye low, chinky chink, bye low. And that old loup garou, he started dancing around the island just like those people do, huh? Bye low, chinky chink, bye low, chinky chink, bye low, chinky chink, bye low. Bye low, chinky chink, bye low, chinky chink, bye low. She said, I don't know what I'm going to do with that dancing loup garou, but I got to get home, me. Mama's going to get back from Bashoots, and I'm over here on the island. I'm not even supposed to be here. So she thought, I think I'm going to slow it down and make it the bailo, the lullaby is supposed to be. So she slowed it down. Bailo, fe-do-do, bailo, fe-do-do, bailo, fe-do-do, bailo. Bailo, loup garou, bailo, loup garou, bailo. And when he was down there laying down snoring just as good as could be, she got back in that pirogue and she pulled it all the way back, pulled it all the way back. When she got back, she tucked it in the reeds so her grandpa would know she'd taken it away. She grabbed those flowers down the bottom, tucked them back into her apron, and ran as fast as she could all the way back to the house. Opened the door. Whew. Her mama wasn't there. She wasn't back yet from Bashoots. Saved. I know what I'm going to do, huh? I'm going to get everything ready for when Mama comes home. She got a mason jar. She filled it up with water. She put those flowers in the mason jar, set it on the table. Then she started the water to boil so she could make some coffee. And then she got the gâteau de fig, the fig cake, and she put that in the middle of the table. She said, oh, Mama likes something sweet. You know, when she gets back from the store, she'll be happy with that. And then she said, what am I going to do? I don't want Mama to be mad at me. I know when she sees the flowers, she's going to know I went out. I know. I'll wash the dishes. Just like Phyllis. So she started washing the dishes. And then when she was washing them, Mama came in. Now, Mama had 5 boys and that girl. She wasn't born yesterday. When she looked at that room, she knew there was something different. And she knew by 2 facts that Loup had been gone while she was away. Anybody want to venture to tell me what one thing was? Come on, one thing. Flowers, and especially that big white water lily. There's only one place you can get that, and that's in the bayou, eh? And then she saw something on the floor. What did she see?
Dirty toe.
Them dirty footprints, because she was sweeping when Mama left. That's not right. That's not right at all. Oh, Mama, so good to see you. Come on, Mama, sit down, sit over here. You know, we're going to have a little coffee and some gâteau de fig. I'm going to make some coffee milk for me, of course, and we're going to pass ourselves a good time. Oh, man, we shall. We're going to do that for true. You sit down and you tell me where you've been since I've been gone. And that's what we do in Louisiana. Now look, that's what you do too. You sit around the table. You talk about where you've been since you've been gone. That's the way it is. Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll and the gift of story fill your soul. Bye, lo, chinky, chink. 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 Zarina.
Thank you. Cheryl Floyd, accompanied by Zoe.